Okay, so we did create a gap. That's just what happens when big moves happen pre-market or after hours. So there is going to be a gap tomorrow, depending on where it opens. The gap will likely be around 12. So I do expect SoFi to, hold above $12, but there's a chance it can come down and try to fill this gap. We'll just have to wait and see. But I would be careful chasing this one at open. Wait for maybe a retest, but I do think the momentum will be there. So we'll just have to, wait and see what kind of price target upgrades we get and if flow comes in bullish. All right, so SoFi did have a pretty bad day after earnings. Pretty much gave back a ton of the move. The upgrades weren't as bullish as I expected. So that momentum really died off. We did not get that continued momentum, and we decided to fill that gap below, like I mentioned in yesterday's video. So hopefully people were able to take profits pretty much right at open when they saw this dip. Hopefully those options were up or shares, whatever you were trading, and hopefully you got to make some money on that. But we will go over the chart, what's going on with SoFi and everything. I'm going to just hop over to this lady's Twitter. She covers SoFi like no other. So I just go through her Twitter, after work because I'm so busy. But basically, Morningstar kept their upgrade. So buy rating with 5 stars, fair value $20. She covered pretty much all the upgrades. Rosenblatt maintained their buy rating on SoFi, PT of 22. Then we have Oppenheimer maintain their outperform rating, PT of 18. And then I think what hurt them was Bofa gave them a downgrade of some sort to $14. So Bofa Securities downgrades to neutral from buy, PT 14. So that hurt SoFi. And then we just saw a lot of profit taking, the gap below obviously. And then we're going to get into the short interest, what the algos were doing, the options flow, and the chart. All right, so here's an update on the short interest as of March 2nd, 11:04 a.m. SoFi climbed 6% after reporting strong earnings and guidance. Short interest has been rising and is currently 110.9 million shares, so 17.3% of free float, putting short settlers down 80 million today. So it makes you think maybe they just doubled down on their shorts and, they're just keeping SoFi down. It wouldn't surprise me if this continues to sell off and continues to be pushed down until you see the smaller caps, IWM, really start to recover and rip. IWM obviously is up today. We're seeing some small caps run and, a lot of D-SPACs run. There's a guy in the Discord, Rodrigo. He is calling out a ton of D-SPACs. So, if you guys want to join that Discord, he's always calling them out. And, I don't personally really play those. I'll occasionally play a short squeeze like back in the day we had BBIG, BGFV. I'll play those, but I have been trading more big tech, but he definitely focuses on those. So feel free to come join that. It will be interesting to see if SoFi ever does get some sort of a short squeeze. But, I said in the video yesterday, I'm not too worried about the short-term PT for SoFi. Profit taking is going to happen. There's people who are bag holding out there who just want to get out even or profit. So it's going to be a long climb, but this is more of a longer term play, a couple years out. So just stay patient with that. But it would be cool if this thing did get some sort of a squeeze for people who, have a lot in SoFi. All right, now we're going to get into, the flow and the algo flow and what's going on with SoFi. I post this in the Patreon channels in the private Discord. If you guys did want to join that, I do take ticker requests as well. So SoFi updates 76% put flow, 24 call flow. So pretty bearish on the day. Calls bought just over 1 million, calls sold 500,000, puts bought almost 3 million, and puts sold, about 62K. As far as the whales, so large holders of SoFi, they were taking some profits off the table today. As far as insider trades, we did see Anthony Noto selling some shares. Now the ones in zeros, I'm not exactly sure what the zeros mean, but he definitely did sell today. I'm not too concerned with selling. I don't know his reasoning. There's many reasons to sell. I look more for the buys. And then as far as algos really just dropped off the table today. So didn't load today, and they kind of just stagnated. And that's what we're seeing. So not too bullish on the algo flow there. And now we're going to hop into the chart. All right, and to wrap up the video, I cleaned up the chart a bit. We are on the 1 hour, so we had the rounding bottom. We broke out of that. Then we had earnings. First reaction was way down, wicked that, and then obviously we spiked for earnings. Everyone was super excited, and this was huge resistance for SoFi, around that 1325. It actually went to 1380 something after hours, then sold off. We filled the gap all the way below. Now we are making somewhat of a falling wedge here. So if SoFi, if tomorrow is bullish, the market has a good day and SoFi recovers and you see people step back in, you could break out of this and make your way back up to anchored VWAP and head back to around 12. Over 12, you're looking at 1230, which would be, the top of this range. This would likely act like big resistance. Above that, you're going to continue and try to make your way back up to where earnings sold off. Huge supports for SoFi. 1106, 1105 area is what I have. And then below that, 1060 to 1055 area should hold. And then below that, we're pretty much getting down to 10 and then back to the recent lows. So that's what I have for SoFi. Hopefully this plays out and we start to see a bounce and recovery. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and have a good one.